Scrappy friends, I have a fun layout for you today. On the Faith Washi group on Facebook, so that is run by Sue's Fish, and we have been having a running challenge between some of the ladies to use random embellishments on a layout, which I think kind of got started because of us talking about random stuff from the tag that we had at the Crafty Maven getaway, and just some bits and pieces of us talking back and forth on different groups about just random pieces of embellishments that you can use, that are in packs and that you can use and everything. And it has finally become my turn to use some random embellishment pieces, and Moira O'Reilly, many of you know her, she practically has her own YouTube channel without having a YouTube channel. Yes, Moira, I remember that you said that you wanted to do your own YouTube channel, and you really should, because I think all of us want to watch your videos just like you watch ours. Anyway, so she made a layout that was about something, I forget what it was about, but it was really cute and it didn't look anything like what it was really about. And then she challenged me to use like flamingos or snowmen on a layout, which to me, snowman is the ultimate challenge because obviously here in Hawaii there is no snow. On the Big Island, sometimes up in the high mountains, they get a little bit of snow in the winter. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the winter, if it's just year round, but there's one of the volcanoes that's really, really high, and sometimes there gets like a coating of snow. I don't believe it's much. So other than that, there is no snow in Hawaii. I don't even want to know what it would be like if there was snow here. I think people would freak out. So I am doing a grid layout, as you can see, since I've been just yammering on. Can't help it. It's been a while since I did a process video, and so now I just want to talk. I'm using mostly my hip kit for this month. I thought that the colors from this kit, those oranges and stuff, would look well with the snowman that I found in my stash, and he's from Basic Gray. I don't remember which collection, I don't know. I bought a whole bunch of stuff a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. When I first started scrapping, I found a whole bunch of Christmas stuff, and I had to have it, even though there's no snow here. But you know, he's really cute. So I'm just layering all these different pieces. I started off with 3x3 sizes, and then I kind of went down from there. My photos are a little bit smaller than that. They're like 2.5 by 2.5 or something. I did these all on a big sheet of printer paper, the picture printer paper, instead of doing like individual ones. So that's why they're a little bit smaller. But I kind of like it this way. I think it's a little bit fun for a change to do a different size than I usually do. So in some ways that makes this even more random. But I've been seeing a lot of people do some grid style layouts and stuff with a whole bunch of different layers, and so it got me thinking that maybe I should try one. I did add a little bit of Dear Lizzie paper, so that floral on the card that I'm working on right now is Dear Lizzie, and then this paper that I just added is from the Wonder collection. It has red, and because some of the flowers in the Dear Lizzie paper were red, I thought that that would be a fun little match. And even though it doesn't necessarily match all the stuff on my layout, the other colors, I thought it would look nice. And I'm just adding some of the printable. I did use some of the printables that you can print yourself, the free ones. I don't know if they're free if you just get the kit or what. So you'll have to check that out on their blog. I'll have a link below. for hip kits. So I actually really had fun with this one. It's making me want to use this kit more. I've only used it 3 times. I think this is my 3rd time, but the other time I didn't use that much. Well, I used it like half. I used the papers. So, and it had some of the DIY from the homemade collection from Jen Hadfield, and it had like a cut apart sheet, which mostly I think I'm gonna try to make some cards with those or something, because I don't know, I guess I could use the flip side, but I cut a lot of them, so because there's a diagonal stripe, like multi-stripe. I don't know, it's not really colors that I probably would use very often, but I don't know why I'm talking about a side that I'm not even using. I'm getting like completely distracted. And I ripped that ampersand, and that I actually used from a die from Pink Fresh Studios, and that is the Dear Lizzie polka dot paper. So the one side is the red, that red color, that red pink color, and then the like cream stripe. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorite papers from that collection, and I love this wood grain. I thought that it would look really good because even though this is a summer layout, it has nothing to do with fall. I thought it would be fun to have a wood grain because we were at the beach and then we came home. Well, we didn't come home. We were driving back towards home and we stopped in Haleiwa to get ice cream. And Haleiwa is a small little town, sort of close to where we live. Sort of, not really. It's in the North Shore. And they have a lot of little shops. It reminds me of like almost like a hippie type of town, except for it's like surfing. But it's really cute because they have a whole bunch of shops, and they had an ice cream shop, which for the life of me, I can't remember what it was, but it's down on Main Street. And they had like all these different types of ice creams, like exotic ice creams. Like I don't even remember the kind that I got, but it was like, it was really good. It had frozen blueberries in it. It was good. It wasn't lychee. I know that they had like lychee, they had like passion fruit, all different kinds. They were really good. It was hard to choose what kind of ice cream, but it was like homemade ice cream, you know, so like you see all the different kinds that they made, and it reminded me of being up in the Northeast, where all these little shops of where people like pay attention to all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. So I'm adding some of these ice cream embellishments because I don't do a whole lot of ice cream layouts either. Okay, so I was going to use that piece right there, and then I realized that the stick was sticking out at the bottom, and it looked really silly. I was like, oh no, that's not good. So I put it up at the top, so we didn't have a stick hanging out. I just thought it wouldn't be quite appropriate. So, and I almost used 2 of them. The one with the cat was really cute, but I don't know. I thought it might be a little too much. I don't know. See, I keep putting them back because I'm not sure if I want to use them or not. Because I really did. Okay, I did, but I was thinking about the fact that I was going to put my title there. And I did use washi tape around these photos, but I end up taking it off. You'll see in the final results. I take it off because when did I take it off? I think I took it off this morning because I did this yesterday. And I'm just looking through and seeing if I have any pieces because I knew I wanted to use those other hearts because they're cute. And I almost used this gold heart, but I kind of felt like it was starting to be too much. And so I didn't want to overdo it. I felt like I was going to overdo it. But anyway, back to that other snowman. Okay, so, and the washi tape, right? Yes, that's what I was talking about. Man, I have like ADD of the brain or something. So I took the washi tape off because when I went to go take pictures, I don't know, it just didn't look that great. Maybe because when I first put the washi tape down, I didn't have all the layers figured out, and I wasn't expecting it to, I don't know, overflow onto the washi tape. I don't know. So I just kept the one strip of washi tape. And it's really, really pretty. And that is from Pink Fresh Studios too. And I used that from that Best. I figured I might as well use it because it said Best Day, and I don't know. I have a problem with like best day ever or hello. I mean, they're fun, sort of, but like how many hellos or the best days do you want on your, I mean, like if every day is the best day, then it's not really the best day, even though, I don't know, I know it's just a saying, but. So I figured I might as well use it for a title. So I could just use day for something else. So it says the best kind of brain freeze. And I'm going to use these gold thickers from Dear Lizzie from the kit. And they're so pretty. And the blue and like turquoisey aqua letter sticker, the tile stickers are from the Chamel collection. True story. So at first I was thinking maybe I'd use that, and then I was just like, that's too big, and I didn't have enough to do freeze with the Chamel stickers, which I was really disappointed because I think it would have looked better with that. But that's okay. Or even the other smaller one that I used from Webster's Pages but that's okay because these illustrated Faith ones worked out pretty well. It's just not the same. I don't know. Sometimes that bugs me that they're not all the same. And I suppose I could have like switched it out, but I was too lazy. I didn't feel like going searching. This actually only took me like an hour to do. I was like really surprised. It's like, woot. So I'm almost done. I'm just going to add these sequins, and then I'm going to add some sprinkles with my Heidi Swap Color Shine. And then I'm going to doodle a line around the washi tape around that grid, so your eyes really focus in on the grid, and it kind of gives your eye a place to go so not everything gets trapped off. So, and actually looks really, really good with the fact that I took the washi tape off. I think it looks a little better, even though I did do the journaling on the inside, and because of that there's that empty space from where I took the washi tape off, but that's okay. Here are some close-ups, and I hope you guys are inspired to maybe use a random embellishment on your layout, or use embellishments in a different way than originally you thought of when you first opened up the pack. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye!